You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I just now discovered something so ridiculous. So hear me out on this one. I go to the gas station, and this is a very crucial observation, so I want you to just bear with me. Alright. I walk inside of the gas station, right? And cops pull up. So people are kind of looking at me to see if I'm fucking up or messing up or something, you know. And I'm not really messing up. I'm real calm and cool. So I walk right past the cops and stuff. And the cops kind of walk right behind me, and then they just like, they basically just kind of ignored me as I'm waiting in line, but they went ahead of me. So I see them talking to the cashier, and apparently somebody came inside of there as usual, you know, when they're broke. You know what I mean? I've been in situations too when I was trying to be a knucklehead, and I can only imagine 45-year-old knuckleheads getting crazy because they never really had anything in life. So I have some sympathy for these ghetto childs from these ghetto females. So they're talking, and apparently a person had came in there and started a ruckus, and they had left. And so everything was cool, you know, just a regular time. But the point of this story is important, and this is what it is right here. And pay close attention, because it's about to get deep. You hear people tell you not to trust the female anatomy a lot, don't you? You hear it a lot. And I think the more we do these videos, and the more that we produce some good content, things will eventually change, because as I said in my last maybe 11-minute video, this is all being documented. So really deep. As the cops were walking out, all right, mind you, I had gotten my item, and then I needed some gas. And as the cops are walking out, mind you, it's and this is really important also, it's a female and a male cop, and I think they are doing this kind of female and male cop thing as to implement when they are about to bring in females only on the beat, basically. On the beat. Such a funny word. So I don't know, I think that when they were walking out, this ghetto, I mean, of course, you know, weave rat, ghetto, but light-skinned. She looked kind of healthy, right? And I noticed she kind of stops the cop midway and stops the traffic, the flow of entering and exiting, as usual black women do in America. Not all black women, but you know. And you know, for a second I'm like, what's going on? And then immediately I think, there's a cop here, which is probably the only authoritative figure that most of these black ghetto people know around here. And so it's so sad, but it seems, and it is serious. The cops are the big daddy that they run to. All right, now just hear me out, because this is definitely a different angle. This black buffoonish female apparently has a boyfriend of some sort and tells the male cop, stops him. Yes, this, and I hear this. Yes, this vehicle, it's on such and such street, 45th Street, let's say. And I want you to go get it. I'm going to put a purple tag on it so that you can see it. Right? And the cop doesn't even memorize what this bitch says. He doesn't even listen to what this bitch says. He doesn't even acknowledge. He just feels good that the plan has worked. He still has ultimate authoritative power, even though he is a little guy. It's funny to him. She's all worked up, but she kind of is not really looking him in the eye, which I kind of find very strange. But just giving them information on a vehicle that they should put on, radar or whatnot, that they need to go and check out. Wow. I mean, there's so much to be said off of this. I really don't really know where to really start, but here we go. So, you mean to tell me that this female believes that she is a woman? She feels she's a woman. Now, I know you're like, well, yeah, she's a woman. What else is she? No. You see, we use words for things. A car. A car, when you think of a car, you think of you get in it and you go. There's a point for you to get in and go, right? You get in, you go. A tree. A tree is a tree. A tree can't be a stick, and it can't be a human. It can't be, because a tree is a tree, right? Okay. Now, a woman, there's a definition for a woman. Now, we all know that the definition has changed over the years. You know what I mean? So, like a chameleon, the colors and the theme changes over the year. Okay, so this woman, however we describe today's woman, is not a woman. She is a baby. She is still a kid. You see, just because a person looks different and has longer hair and a bigger face or whatnot. You remember every year when you went back to school from coming on summer vacation, there'd be somebody who looked totally different. You know what I mean? They'd be totally different. They would look different. But they'd still be the same. And they kind of are looking at you because you look different, but you don't know that you're different. You see that? See how that works out? Now, I want you to know that nobody has really changed. We're all still these kids, even I am, but it depends on what you go through throughout life. But these particular women are so, gosh, it's a game. It's a game. It's a video game to them. The messing up of a male is a game to them. You have to hear what I'm saying right here, because this is really important. When we as men play video games, there is a goal, right? And once we get that goal, we feel really satisfied. But for these women, because they cannot use cognitive thought, they absolutely cannot, and they don't find it entertaining to create something from your hands, or possibly do some meaningless thing to make you personally happy without disrupting people. See, they've never been forced to do that. See, us as boys, when we do something, we have to think, will this disturb such and such, or will this disturb this and that? You know, there's so much thought. Quite frankly, since I've been going on my own, I don't give a crap. I say what I want. If a chick has some weird stuff on her head, man, I'm about to call that out. All day, every day. You got some bun, whatever crap on your head, it's over. So let's go back, you know, so we don't go too far. But this female, she thinks in her really messed up brain, really wounded, I would call it a rolling shrub brain. She feels as though she's gaining something. We have to analyze this. It says so many things. Let's break it down. One thing it says to me is that a lot of women in America are snakes. All right? There's snakes. They're snakes. Let's just call it what it is. They're snakes. Number two, a lot of black women in America are not satisfied until you are done. Until you are finished. Until you are done. All right? Number three, a lot of black women in America do things with, sometimes even when the goal, they don't really set a goal, and even when the goal is something that does not make any sense whatsoever, what happens is they feel as though they're in this predicament, and their predicament is being a woman. And so because they are a woman, and for years, there've been a card where they can just flip up a card and then add it on to two, and now they can, you know, flip up one card and it can mean, hey, help, and anyone would help them, right? So for years, you know, women have downloaded this thought of, okay, I can get men into trouble. I can get men into trouble if they don't do as I will. All right? Cool. We got that. But to actually, you're nowhere near this guy, right? You're nowhere near this guy. And you're so very desperate to destroy him in such a way where he doesn't even know. To someone who does not care about you, who just doesn't even, he doesn't know you. This cop will not look this shit up. This cop will not look none of this up. He's not. For what? For what? For what? But this chick, she's so adolescent. So, I have to say it, but she's so far up her own buttocks. I mean, when your head's that far up your butt, right? There's no air. So you begin to not think logically. You begin to, like, when you're sleepy, you know, you be just saying shit, like, because your head's going in so many different areas, you'll start thinking of a situation or the color of a plant. Like, oh, that's blue. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, and you're sleeping. Well, that's the state and the mentality of the black American female. You have to realize that she is not in present thought. present thought is what is going to happen in the next, I'd say, 2 seconds. All right? You know, when you can stop thinking about everything but just kind of be here, that they can't do that. No one's ever, see, all of this has been forced onto us, man. It's been forced onto us, right? To shut up, think twice, don't move, you'll get killed. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, well, you'll get a slap on the wrist. No. So because of all of this, right? The female, if you could take a zipper, right, to that lady and zip her all the way down, she would have then looked like she's 5. There's no difference between a 5-year-old and that lady's brain. Like when the kid goes and you have 2 kids and one kid, you know, you got 2 kids in a room and one kid decides, hey, to mess with the other kid by and the other kid is just being nice now. The kid goes up and says, Mom, he won't let me play with the toys. And so then there's a confrontation. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? There's no difference. There's no difference between that thought of that child where someone is not really doing anything negative to them, but they, for some reason, are bored. They're bored. They want to cause a scene. They want to get some sort of love from someone. Okay? Someone. And the immediate person to get the authority, you know, it's I know people are like, a lot of people would be like, oh man, you know, well, taking a chance with a female, it's not that bad. People should take a chance and whatnot. Well, there's a cosmic shift going on, all right? A very cosmic shift, and it's so subtle. It's almost like the wind blowing onto a book, and all the pages are just, you know, unfolding, and we don't even look back at the other pages because it's such a beautiful spectacle till we get to the end result. And the end result of all of this, right? The end result is that these type of females, right? These type of females will have no place to go. No place to go. I look around, and I know I made a video about Hispanic men, but I look around and I have to hand it to the Hispanic men. Even though they're doing the simping-ish or whatnot, and they're getting their females pregnant or whatnot, it is their custom to stay together. To stay together. It is other people's customs to stay together and grow. You know what I mean? And I know that a lot of Hispanics do the same thing once they get this mentality, the women mentality, they can do whatever they want. I've seen it before, but as the years go by and all these documentations go by, I may be dead and gone, so help me Lord. I may be dead and gone. But we will have this shift where the woman will no longer even think to do that because she will be upgraded to think, it makes no sense trying to get this guy into trouble because I've seen on these channels that, I mean, this is the way these females act. I better not act like this buffoonish female, you know? It will happen. All of the documents, you know, YouTube, yes, is a small platform, but who knows what will happen in the future where we can take these videos and upload them to live videos or whatever we do. But to boil it down here, I just know that all we can do as gentlemen, you know, all we can do, man, if you're a man watching, is grab the popcorn, get the butter, and enjoy the show. You have to enjoy the show. Say what you want to these females or whatnot, but the last thing deeply to remember is that nothing stays the same. It doesn't stay the same. even seeing that lady do that, that same area used to be a very hostile area. All the ghetto skanks and whores would go there, and they still kind of go there, but they're all older now. You see what I mean? So eventually you will have the Hispanics taking over and such, and you will never see these people again. They're being slowly just these type of people. They're not a specific race, but I'm just pointing out the black American woman, whether light-skinned or dark-skinned, who has adopted this, state is the daddy, I can run to the cops, I have destroyed many men's life. Those girls will be gone. I believe that the last stage of those type of women were maybe 6 or 7 years ago. Like now the six or seven, I can't really describe it, but those people who are like 35 to 25 and older or whatnot, they used to have an indoctrination of a certain way to live or whatnot. But it's slowly to the point where it's not gonna make sense to try to destroy someone or F them up, because you will be so put on blast. You know what I mean? You will be put on such blast. It's not even funny. So thanks for watching this long video. It just really disturbed me to see her childlike behavior. I mean, what is this cop gonna do? Can anyone in the comment section please tell me what can this cop do? What is he gonna do? Is he gonna just drive over there and, oh, okay, well, this is the car they said, and I'm put the tag on it? Has this chick done this before, where she flags down, cops and just gets guys in trouble? It's just 1,000 words come to my head to make me even more like, wow, when I see these and you can point out these particular females just by what they have on their head. What they have on their head. I mean, I'm glad I can see through the mask and through the wildebeest and through the whatever. I know I said that, but I'm glad that I can see it. And I'm so over the hurt and the whatnot. I'm so jaded towards these particular females that I don't even really cuss at them. It's more like I'll tell them about themselves, like real smooth, like that crap on your head looks so dirty, or those tattoos make you look like a man, or like, what is that on top of your head? Or a great example is, man, you look really dirty right now, like, what did you come in here with? And just straight walk away. Like, women can't do anything. They can't. Look, I know I say this a lot, but you got to pay attention to this. These particular women need the fact that they come out and present themselves like this. They're saying, hey, I'm going to see if somebody's going to say something. I'm going to see if somebody's going to say something. So that I can use that as an excuse to, get rowdy and get hyped up and get, crazy. I know what it is. So I've adopted it where I don't start a confrontation, but from deliverance from evil. I felt like saying that. I just smoothly, get in there and, wow, all those tattoos, that's manly. Or, your voice is deeper than mine. Wow. You know what I mean? Like really, really hit them with the gisto. You know what I mean? Like, just gisto them. You know what I mean? So, it's a long video. Like I said, officially this Sunday, I just had to make this video because I just been thinking about that, man. It's just like, You know, how pathetic are most of these black American females? Like, really? What's wrong with your head? I mean, nobody cares about, no one cares about what you're doing with, what you're trying to do to someone. It's so obvious and apparent now that no one's effing with you. The only people who are messing with these type of American females are people who are fresh out the jail bait. You know, where Obama released these guys. He knew, hey, things were going downhill. These bitches ain't producing as much of these nigga babies as we need them to. We need some more nigga babies on the street. So let's let some of these goddamn niggas out of here. They let a lot of these guys out. I've seen them. That's why I produced that video. Guy 20 years in jail and he still think pussy is all it is to be. You see what I mean? And straight up, watch in about 2 years, 3 years, there'll be this shift. You'll see where are all the ghetto women. You know what I mean? Like, I'm being for real. Like, we're all the hood rats, you know? Like, wow, things are getting kind of boring because, they're pushed out east in my area. They're pushed like cattle. Like, you only see them in a whim few when they want to come back to their old stomping grounds. But people are taking over the area. It's just funny. It's just real funny, It's a lonesome road at the top, but, hey, fuck them. You don't need them. I mean, I don't get these guys. They go by the looks of, whenever you see a hot ass female, you need to don't look at her. You need to don't look at her. Why do you keep looking at her? Unless you're going to go up to her and say something very provocative or whatever, you don't need to go up to her. You don't need to have her in your life. You don't. You don't. Most of you guys, you know what we like. You know what I mean? You got that specific thing about a woman that you like. Right, that's cool. But it's 16. Look at my hand. It's 2016. Get it through your head. They are choosing. You're not choosing nothing. You're not choosing nothing. You cannot choose nothing from the female. Female choose you. You don't choose female. You understand? And the last thing, for us black men, that guy, man, this guy was so right. This video, he says, man, look like dudes still don't understand. He still don't understand, like, that paying for these bitches, you're not gonna get nothing. You gotta go out here, these Hispanic dudes, pay for these bitches, right? Pay for these bitches, still gotta cuff them, they gotta cuff them. Make sure she don't cheat, make sure she don't do nothing. It's like you doing all this extra bubbling work, and you don't have no time for yourself. Don't be like these Hispanic dudes, man. I ain't lying to you. I still like Hispanic dudes, but don't be like them. They're from a whole different area. Most of them females are not that attractive, so I don't see why they... Whatever, I ain't gonna get too deep. I like Hispanic people, please. Don't get me wrong. But don't act like them because you'll end up wasting your whole life savings and this bitch will just still leave you. Peace.